knows how to do a DIY pedicure at home and have it come out looking perfect. Already have gel on your toes, you will need to remove that first, and if you don't, you can go ahead and skip to the time on the screen. I'm using a 240 grit mini sanding band to remove the top layer of my gel polish, the top coat, and the color. I do prefer this over a carbide bit, especially for beginners, because it is very easy to go too far and use too much pressure, and with this bit, it's very gentle. Just gonna keep filing down until we hit our base coat, and once you break through to the base coat, you want to stop filing in that area. You can see here this area is an area that we've broken through, so we don't want to keep going over that area. You want to just go around it and near it until you file off all of the color. And we're going to go ahead with some cotton and acetone, and you want to just use a tiny little piece of cotton, because if you use one that's too thick, it's not going to penetrate properly into the gel. Go ahead and add the cotton pad and acetone to your nail, and I like to use these little clips for my smaller toes and a piece of foil for my big toe. We'll let that sit for about 10 minutes, and then I like to go in with a nice flat sharp tool to scrape off all of that excess gel. If it's not coming off, you do want to make sure you used 100% acetone, and you may need to soak it a bit longer. Back in with our mini sanding band, we're going to go ahead and now prep the nail plate and also just file off any little bits of base coat that might be left over. Still making sure just to be gentle. I like to use these flat nippers for pedicures because it gives a nice sharp cut, and I have them in my Amazon storefront. So I've trimmed my nails down to my liking. I'm going to go ahead and just gently file to give a nice sharp shape. Then I'm going in with a nice sharp cuticle pusher to lift up that proximal fold area on the nail. This specific pusher has a little loop tool on the other side that you can use to scrape off that cuticle off of your nail plate, which is really important when you're doing your toes. Going in with a flame bit, and I'm going to start at a speed of about 7,000 to 8,000 RPMs, just cleaning up that sidewall and the proximal fold area. You can go ahead and use the side or the belly of the bit to exfoliate any dry skin you might have. And I like to go in with my cuticle nippers. You want to make sure they're nice and sharp so that they don't tear at the skin. Just go ahead and nip off any excess you see there, and I like to go in with a gentle ball bit after just to exfoliate and make sure the skin is nice and smooth and there's no tears. And I like to cleanse the nails with alcohol. This will clean up the dust and also dehydrate them. I really prefer to use rubber base on my toes because it's a lot more flexible than things like acrylic and polygel. Do build up a small layer on the toes, just take it nice and slow, and I do flash cure in between each nail before fully curing. This just gives my nails a little bit more strength without making them too rigid. And I just do one more normal layer of the ballet color just because I like the color that it gives off without building up the product. Then I'll go ahead and fully cure and then cleanse the nail with alcohol before going in with any design, and you're all set.